Well, it's about time we got to work.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you all doing? I just wanted to touch on a few things from last night. Oh,
Tracy, shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody tired of your weak, scary, punk pussy ass.
Oh. Sorry. I am looking for that clip that I made. And the name, excuse me just a second. How is everyone this morning? Let's see. Later, after the video I did with Tracy, thank you, Tracy. Or I was still on. I noticed, or I wasn't paying attention, I guess. I mean, I was, but I just don't remember. That there was a video that Vi made about Dragon Karens. I'll get to that in a minute because I don't get that. There's such a racial divide that It's sad. It makes me sad. Yet, and again, that's not taking away from how Black men and women and children feel at all. But coming from a Caucasian with Creole running through my blood, I just struggle. And I'm not hating in any way. I'm asking for advice. And I will go on to say, as far as Jason is concerned, yes, we have had emails. I do not hate this man. I do not like him freely saying the N-word. I don't care if he's mad or if he's dared to say. I believe it was Abe that said, I dare you to call me N with the hard R. So he says it 3 times. That's crazy to me. Also, I was to email him. I thought I was emailing him. So then I go back and I say, I think I have the wrong email. Now this has to do with a situation that Nicole Tyler had on her page. I didn't agree. So my email was supposed to be to Jason. Can you help me understand this? Because I'm about trying to understand people, not chastising them like I have been. Because I just don't get, I don't understand. I truly do not. Let me just hit my notes real quick. I do have them written down. So excuse me, because they're scribbled. I may not be able to read my own writing. Let's see. Okay, so Fa drags Karen's, and I had no idea. You know, after she plays this video of me dragging Tracy, she's all cool with it. But then now she's gonna drag Karen's, and apparently I was involved in that. Fa, that's not cool. At all. I have only called you out on your BS. And I made a parody where I had cowboy boots on and I was rubbing my chest and my hair. It was all in fun. That wasn't making fun of a black person, a black woman. Now listen, I've taken heat with what 7 Ms. Olivia has said, and you too, Fa. Why are white people here laughing at us, black men and women? That's where we three disagree. Because in my heart, that's not what I'm doing. However, I understand you don't know my heart. I get it. I understand. And I hear you. When do I have... Also, when do I have the power to pin black men, women, and children against each other? When do I have that power to pin black men, women, and children against one another to fight? I don't. It's your choice. So that statement that has been made several times is BS, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I am due to my opinion. Let's see what. Let's go to this. So, okay, 3 weeks ago, there was a video that was made. Wait, I think you mean, yeah. Well, Pitt, you're right. Sorry about that, Talented. You're right. 3 weeks ago, Shelly makes a video. Ex-mod of Dog Pound. Back off our kids. And then it says more. That is one thing, Shelly, that I do not do. Now, if you are talking about what Pink did and I screen recorded, which, by the way, what time is it? Okay. I mentioned this yesterday. Pink, you owe me an apology, period. There's no ands, ifs, or buts with that BS panel that you did with Nicole Unloaded bullshit, where I showed you compassion and I took down a video that Shelly thinks she knows all and everything. Sweetheart, no, you don't. I know what I'm allowed to do. Do you understand, Shelly? And the thing of it is that you sit and you tell everybody, oh, private this, oh, private that, do this, do that. That's your problem. And that's why people have a problem with you. So, Pink, you did not show the same compassion to me as I did to you. So, you have until 3 o'clock for an apology, or that video goes back up. I am within my rights. Trust me, faces were blurred out. I know what I'm doing. I have been on here longer than Shelly. Beauty community stopped and then started again after my mother passed away. So, 3 o'clock, apology, or it goes back up, period. And I'm not fucking kidding. Because what you're not going to do is bully me and tell me what I can and can't do. Do you understand me? 3 o'clock, Pink. Unbelievable. I think I touched on Jason. Well, I will a little bit more. Okay. Now, I know I get ahead of myself and I'll start talking and then, look, yes, I do have ADHD. I do not medicate myself, as I have said, unless I am testing. Oh, wait, wait. Let me drop the link. Don't leave. Cause I would, wait, okay, how do I, wait, don't leave. Oh, shoot. Okay, invite. Okay. Jason, will you come on so we can discuss? The situation at hand and what Nicole posted. Jason, will you hit the link? So, okay. Well, have a good day. I hope you'll come back and hit the link. Okay. I know that you are busy doing your beautiful jewelry. I will give you that. I know people, bash that, but I understand and know of Native American. So, I hate that you left. I'm sorry, I was looking down and I did not see that you were there. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I need to. Hi, elephant in the room. How are you? I need to. I mean, as I just said, I have ADHD. I'll start talking about something, and then what I will do is I'll just skip over a point, and I will assume that you guys know what I'm speaking of, which, okay, so what happened when I said to Shelley, don't you have a grandmother or a great-grandmother in your family that's white? Well, okay, she made a wet dog reference. Smells like a wet dog. White people smell like a wet dog. So I'm assuming that I had already said in a way back video that y'all would remember that. Well, I have very few subs, how could you? So I'm assuming that y'all know what I'm talking about. I should not assume. I understand that. I apologize. So that's what part of that was, because I started speaking of, hey, Shelley, don't you have a grandmother who's white? And then I just started going on about the other stuff. So, yes, to y'all, that would make very little sense. And I understand. I know a lot of people have a problem with my apology to Tracy or my apology to anyone. I understand that you do not know my heart and my spirit. When I hurt someone, or so to speak, disrespect someone, that hits me in the chest to the point where it makes me sick. When I see someone hurt by whatever it may be, that hits me in the chest, and I feel your pain. And that's the honest to God's truth. That's the way I've always been. My daddy, my mommy, they've always, since a child, tried to talk to me about this. But you just cannot change who I am. That's who I am. Period. I can't help it. And as a matter of fact, I have no problem with it whatsoever. I want to be very compassionate, passionate, both. I do not want to hurt anyone. So when I do, not meaning to, it affects me immensely. Okay, let's see. Now, let's go to Nicole. Nicole, on the panel, which I clicked in right about a minute before Shelley called in. And that's when she was speaking of, call your lawyer. Because I had called my lawyer because, unfortunately, I didn't know what Tracy was going to do. Which she didn't do much. And I appreciate that. So anyway, she, meaning Shelley, makes the comment, how about you use your attorney / lawyer to give Pink her content back. Well, dummy, Pink has her own content. She made that video herself. What she said, and I will post it, because I will get an apology by 3 or it's getting posted again. Period. Pink.com. MsRsPink.com. It's going back up after 3 if I do not get an apology. Back to Nicole. She states that I was kicked out of the beauty community. I have told the story that I was a 50,000 sub beauty blogger. I had sponsors, and at that time, my mother had a stalker that shot at our house, that shot through her car, and she begged and begged and begged and begged, get rid of all your social media. I'm afraid that someone will hurt you. I deleted that channel for my mother. Period. End of story. So Nicole says that I was kicked out of that community due to the fact that I made racial comments, and people have recordings of me talking badly of black people. Well, let me tell you this. At the time, I was in the beauty community, and this is when maybe only Mr. Caldwell will know this. Okay, at the bottom of your screen or within, you could email one another. That is kind of like what a community board is. Kinda. Only he could explain it better. I was in the community at that time when we could communicate that way. Okay? So she states that I was kicked out. Someone has recordings of me stating hateful things, and she has heard these. Well, I do not like calling people liars, but bitch, I am calling this woman a flat out liar, because that did not happen. Absolutely did not happen. Why this has come about, I believe, was I made the 3 videos that I did against Mona. I have discussed that I was triggered by that day that situation happened. I have since said I was wrong. I did not know what she was going through. Hey, Betty. Hey, View. How are you, baby? So, to be done that way, Nicole, I ask you, would you like to be done that way? Shelly, would you like to be done that way? Now, let's get to, I can't find the video. She follows Shelly, and it's a name, and then it says K1. This woman puts up 2 tweaker-looking white women side by side. And she sounded like they looked, I'll tell you that. She proceeds to say that I've made video after video. Oh, thank you, Shelly, for helping me with my mental illness. Oh my God, praise to you. Never happened. Never, ever happened. I just cannot believe all these mistruths. I'll say that because I do not like calling people liars. I don't. What are you thinking by flat out, I mean, absolutely flat out, well, lying? Why? All of you. Nicole, something K1. Nicole K1. And Shelly, why? What have I ever done to you? Not a motherfucking thing. That's crazy. Crazy. And Pink, I understand you do not like what I put up, but let me tell you something, sweetheart. You being in the military and you screaming at a child, that causes anxiety in a child. You were drinking, and I promise to you, regardless of what I have been through, almost 8 years in Al-Anon because of my first husband and the embarrassment of him being the town cook, and I had no idea. It's embarrassing. So I understand you are embarrassed, but I promise you, when I get angry, the first thing is not suck my son's D. You zoomed in on it. You liked it, didn't you? It's big. Betty, how am I being compared to diving? And I don't really know diving, but how am I being compared to diving for depth? I have seen her name, her avatar, but I don't know her. So I would really appreciate there's a lot of white people here. The problem is, or the issue is, they don't put their white faces on the screen or their avatar. A lot of white people are afraid to speak up because of how white people are treated in this community. I came here solely because I did not appreciate at all how Tasha treated Mona, calling her wig and this and that. I'm sorry. That's how I got on board with Mona. Yes, I rode hard for her. Period. And no, Mona did not do a damn thing to me. She didn't. Well, white folks have a whole community. Okay, views of you. White folks have their own. I can get with that. However, there's also black folks within that community, and the white folks do not tell the black folks, get the F out of here. You N-word, or you this, or you that. Slurs. And if people, and I'm just being loud, Miss View, I've watched you for years. I mean, no disrespect whatsoever. I'm going to drop the link, Miss View. I don't know if you're able, or anyone else is able to come on, but I would love to speak with you. So that panel that happened, and what little I watched, was crazy to me. It was full of lies. I just, okay, Miss View, thank you. No problem. No problem at all. I appreciate you. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm with that. Sorry, I had to write notes because, let's see, what did I forget? Because let's see. Okay, I talked about the beds that I made of Tracy, and I should not have held in the situation, stating that she was going to post what she was going to post. That affected me immensely due to a family member, not the young black man that just did what he did. But we still cannot find and have no idea where my, at the time, 13-year-old beautiful cousin is. I am afraid that, it just affected me really, really bad. And these are the things that I have not spoken of before. So when Tracy said what she did, I should not have held it in. I should have either texted her. I understand when you're fighting. But in my opinion, that went too far. But it's done, it's over with. And then for her to double down, I went nuts, and I should have stopped at that. But yet, I threw in the kitchen sink, lovely tea, this, that. Lovely tea doesn't care about that crap, what Tracy does. So that wasn't acceptable. All right, Miss View, Would you like to unmute yourself?
Hey, Miss Gigi, how you doing, baby?
Hey, baby, how are you doing this morning?
I'm good. I'm in the middle of my study class, and actually it's lunchtime for me, but I
Okay,
have a little bit of free time,
okay.
and I can come in and out. So if I don't say anything, if you don't hear me chatting, or if you ask me a question, it's because I got something else. I'm on
Oh,
another
I,
line, whatever. You
I,
understand?
I
Uh,
absolutely. I appreciate you coming on. So,
oh,
what is your opinion, and how and what can you give me as, you know, advice?
well, okay, I'm going to say the people that you are discussing, I don't watch. I really literally don't watch.
Yes.
So I get my information on watching people on the reaction of those folks that either are being attacked or being talked about.
Okay.
So my time is so limited, but I do like the mess and I do like getting in here and everything. I just want to say I don't appreciate people um, getting into this part of the sector and then throwing up race, white, black, this and that. No, ma'am, I don't like that.
Yes.
Miss Gigi, you don't give me no racist tea, nothing like that. I don't get that from you. I just get a person that wants to come on here and be on the YouTube and interact. Now, what they're doing is they're trying to twist that. Somebody else is trying to come onto your live. I hope it's a nice person because Miss Gigi, I don't have time to cuss nobody out.
No,
So
I don't see anyone, babe.
I heard a button. Okay,
Oh,
so when I did hear when you were over, I guess Sir King thing, and he said that you said little boy. Well,
little
I'm
boy.
gonna tell you how I felt about what you said. Okay, what you said because you're an elder, you're older like I am, and these young kids, and I'm calling them kids, they ain't kids, they grown up
I know.
people. So when somebody say little boy, no matter if you white or black, you just mean somebody that's younger than you. That's what at least that's what I got that you meant. You
Well,
want to call him no boy, and that's
no.
one thing I wanted to talk about. Hold on, Miss Gigi. I'm gonna get this out because somebody gonna come down the hallway in a minute. Hold on. So I don't get that you was being racist or being Karen and all that kind of stuff. Now I can tell a Karen when I see a Karen. Now I can be called a Karen, girl, and I ain't nowhere near Karen. Okay, but the thing I want to say is when you said little boy, you meant the little and you're a male. You're younger and you're a male. I call people. I can't say that word. I call men that are younger than me little boy all the time, and and I call the white ones and the black ones. I have never heard anybody tell me, "Oh, you're racist. Are you black and you calling somebody a little boy and the little boy is white?" So this whole thing about this whole goddamn conversation, I wish it would stop. Okay, so Miss Gigi, I don't think there was nothing racist about what you said when you call Sir Queen or Miss Queen a little boy. That's just how older people talk to youngins. Okay, you got to get them youngins straight. Now, because he never been talked about like that and called that, he grasping for straws. So I wouldn't worry about it, Miss Gigi. I got to go and finish this goddamn the first edition of this damn book reading, but I'm gonna stay here for a minute for you to reply to what I said. But girl, I don't even worry about it. Some of us, we already know you won't being racist, saying that little boy. No, man. But see how people reach for stuff. No, he was younger and he's a male, so you call somebody a little boy. When you get to be older like us, we can say that and not have no repercussions about it. Point blank, pert. Go
Third.
ahead, girl. Miss Gigi, I'm sitting here for a minute, but go ahead, girl.
Okay. In reply to that, first off, I had no idea.
No knowledgeable. Don't even take it like that. It was not meant like that. I'm sorry, Miss Gigi. That was not meant like that. Knowledgeable. We are older people, and we can call
Yes.
people boy and girl. little gal. Now, if I'd have said little gal to somebody that's black, and you know what? If I said that to somebody that's fat, y'all gonna get pissed. You little gal.
Exactly.
Y'all need to stop being so motherfucking sensitive. Okay, I'm sorry, Miss Gigi. Let me mute myself.
But see, you know, I am sensitive, and when I hurt someone, I literally feel it physically. So when I said little boy, in that moment, meant you are acting childish. That's it. That's all. I just don't know what else to say. And
we understand when you said it, and that's how you said it, little boy. I mean, just say that. Everybody's gonna pick and choose what everybody says in words and stuff. We already know what you meant when you said it, Miss Gigi. And the fact that you a white woman saying something to a black man like that, we need to stop being so goddamn sensitive when it comes to little slurs like that. Now, if she was on a damn political stage out here giving a speech or debate and called somebody a little boy, we should have issues with that. But this is goddamn YouTube. She's just making commentary and she's replying. Y'all need to lighten up, bitch. Now, I know we going through a whole lot of slavery. Now, first of all, don't even come to me talking about black people and slavery and this and that, bitch, because I am black. I got some history that I can teach y'all, okay? The lady didn't mean it like that. And I'm thinking when she said it, she meant it because she's an older lady and a little boy. So a black person can't call a little man we got to call the little kids man. Really? No, ma'am. Let a child stay in a child's place.
Right. Exactly. Thank you, Miss View. And there was an issue where I said, stop playing. And he just went crazy. Yet 3 seconds later, he says, don't disrespect me. Stop playing. What? I just said stop playing, and then he says stop playing back to me a minute later. That's crazy. How is stop playing disrespectful? I don't get it at all.
And you're correct, a knowledgeable one. There is no problem with a black person addressing another black person. But at some point, now we're crossing the lines. Now, it's a child. Okay. She was talking to, and when she was responding, saying that you are acting childlike. Had nothing to do with race. So if somebody's acting a little like a little boy, a little girl, a little bitch, that's what she meant. And I can see it and know it right then. And I know what you're saying, knowledgeable one. And I'm not here to argue with you about this, but I don't want this to be put on here for the YouTube to think that Miss Gigi is being racist and anybody, because so it's at some point when I call a little white boy, if you don't get the hell out of my way, a little white girl pushing a cart in front of me, am I gonna be labeled a racist? He pushing a cart in goddamn Home Depot and I'm trying to get around and I say, little boy, stop it. Am I going to be labeled a racist? In my mind, that's what had happened was, but because he has a social media thing, he went and took it. Oh, I'm a grown man. This and that. Well, when you act childlike and childish, you get called out. Huh?
Exactly. And there's so much to say with this issue. And I truly, it's like, I was blown away. I was like, I do not understand this. I so do not understand at all. And another issue is, I understand Fi dragged me under the Karens, stating that white people should not be over here laughing at black people. Now, since when, little old me, when do I, or how did I get the power to pin two black women or men against one another? Because Miss Olivia alluded to that, and Seven did. What's your opinion on that?
Well, I can't. Well, I'm get off here in 2 minutes. So okay. So I don't watch Olivia. I used to, and I don't watch Seven or whoever. Thank you so much, knowledgeable one, and I just knowledge one 001. Uh, I think a lot of people get kind of have some kind of preconceived notion because you have a very southern voice, and they probably think about going with the wind. And you already explained that you have certain issues when you speak and things like that, and so we already know. So you're a southern lady, and so we're thinking antebellum times. But girl, sometimes you say some shit, I'll be like, girl, what the hell? Where's she from? But so you know what? Just let it go, because the people are not going to forget and forgive all the time. So they're trying to throw you under the bus for all of the activity that has occurred with us as African American people here in America. So you're going to have to toughen up your goddamn panties up, Miss Gigi. You're going to be here on the goddamn black sector of YouTube, okay? And don't throw white all the way around this goddamn screen, because it ain't gonna work, okay?
Right. I understand.
Okay, Knowledge says I am out. Yeah, her accent. I love her accent because I'm from the South. DMV is really the South, even though people in DMV area, DC, Virginia, Maryland, don't claim that it's South. But bitch, we from the South. So we're used to hearing the Southern dialect, but when you are a white woman with the Southern dialect and you up here in the black sector of the YouTube and you talking about things, so people gonna feel some kind of way. So I'm gonna need you to put your big girl panties on and just fucking suck it up if you want to be up in here. Now people they don't like you up in here. Just tell them don't watch you. That's all I got to say. Let me get back to my goddamn class, bitch. I'm trying to study loud. All right, that's all I wanted to come in to tell you. Y'all have a good day. I'll talk to y'all later. All right.
Thank you so much. Have a blessed day, Miss View. Okay. That was great advice. I appreciate so much for Miss View. Wait a second. Oh, okay. There it goes. Okay, let me go up to knowledge. All right. Okay. Now, you said, okay. I addressed that. Okay, knowledge 001. Okay, there is no problem with a black person addressing another black person. Of course there isn't, but what exactly did you mean by that? Other than, obviously, sure, there's not a problem with a black person addressing a black person. Are you okay with answering that question? Okay. I'll wait and see if you care to answer that. Okay. All right, I'll also address that. Sorry, usually I don't. Gee, Betty, abort mission. Whoop, whoop. I wish I had my whistle. Okay, I'll abort mission. Not. But I'll abort mission with knowledge, okay, because I don't want to upset her at all. Oh, knowledge, why are you out? I'm sorry I offended you. Seriously, because I'm in no way to offend you. There has been an issue with my man. Okay, my man is my second ex-husband, which the day we divorced, we left the courthouse and then went back to his condo. Okay, we were going through a lot, empty nest. I had made the statement, oh, I quit being a wife, I quit being a mother. Okay, that you have to use your, I don't know what. I can't quit. I did still have a son left at home. I did still have a husband at home. So when I say empty nest syndrome is huge. Not only that, my second child had just had a baby. I'm taking care of her so she can go to nursing school, which she is now a nurse practitioner. My oldest daughter was married in 11, so everything was happening at once. It truly affected me, period. So back to my man. I call him my man because, and sometimes I call him husband, but I call him my red man. Listen, he is of Indian descent. So much Indian he has, I call it an Indian card. Now, they or some have an issue with me calling him an Indian instead of Native American. Okay? Red man has something to do that was hilarious that happened in Florida. And then red, of course, from the, his skin tone. That's it. That's all. And to me, that's my right to say that. So if that offends anyone, do you ever slap in? Betty, stop. Knowledge, help me get it. What do these black people? I have never spoken ill on a black person. You take care as well. Because, if you want to spew out this shit, back it up. That's crazy. Fuck. Bullshit. Speaking ill of black people. Are you crazy? Oh, there's my baby. Oh my God, English. Honey, how are you, baby?
I'm okay. I'm still feeling really sick, but I'm getting there.
Oh, honey, I hope you are taking, or your mommy is taking great care of you. I know.
We are, definitely.
So, how do you feel about what's going on?
Well, I mean, I heard what 5 years says, and I totally respect her opinion. But what I will say is, I will support Fag. I've always supported Fag, babe.
Yes.
and I support you. So I would never say anything bad about you in her chat, and I would never say anything bad about 5 in your chat, right? If I
Right.
put that first. But you are definitely not like how diving for death. I made back up with her writing, but she has gotten into a lot of people's business. I
Uh-huh.
mean, a lot of people's business. She has supported so many content creators. So many content creators have um, soon kicked her out of the chat in support. So I don't see you like diving. I don't find you racist at all. Now, I love black people. I've always loved black people. No matter what colour your skin is, I love you. That's just me. That's my heart. And I think that's your heart as well. So I just
Yeah.
want to come up here and say that about you because I've known you for a long time since the back of Mona days. So I've known
Yeah.
you for a long time. Never seen anything racist come out your mouth. Now, if little boy is racist, I get it, but I don't think you meant it in a racist way. I meant it as you're an older person addressing a little boy. But now you know that they think it's racist, so now just don't use it. That's it.
Absolutely. It will never be used again. Ever.
Yeah, and
Ever.
that's all you can do, Gigi. I mean, I really don't think you should be coming on and having to explain yourself every time they make a video about you, every time they say you're racist. Just start to ignore it and people will see you for you.
Right. Right. I agree. Uh, However, when there's situations when there's so many videos being
I know
made, it's like I feel like, please let me explain why I
what's
said
going
this, what I mean, and however, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So it's just hard because I know what
I know
my
it can
heart is.
totally understand. Like, it does hurt your feelings, but I totally get that. And especially when you are really sensitive, you're a sensitive person, you have a lot of empathy. So I can
Uh,
understand why you want to explain yourself. But what I'm just saying is like, um, there's a point, you know, everybody knows this sector, everybody knows who's making videos, and people make videos, but it will come down, Gigi, I promise.
I, I, you're right. You're right. English. You are. You are, baby. And I definitely need to put my big girl panties on, like Miss Muse said. But
Yeah,
I, this is a different sector. I was in the beauty sector. My mother became ill, and then I came out defending. Well, I was always in the sector. I just did not make videos.
videos, yeah.
So I in the sector or on the sector. So it's new to me how people react, and I do not want to hurt anyone.
I know you don't.
So it, yes, I I need to just let it roll and put my big girl panties on and
Yeah,
heed your advice as well.
definitely. And you know that you've got the people that will stay with you are your true supporters through times like this. People that know you will stay. But then when it all passes, if people start coming back to you,
What you say, babe?
I says, what did I say? I forget. um, oh, I'm just saying that, like, people that will stay with you right now, when people are making videos, are your true supporters. But then when it all finishes, people will come back.
That's very true. That's very
Yeah.
true.
Sorry, it's
Absolutely.
hard to understand my accent.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead. What was that you said?
I was saying sorry. It's hard to understand my accent.
No, I have to wait. Let me turn my volume up. I'm sorry. No, your accent. Oh my God, I love your accent. I wish I could hear your accent in the emails, and I'm sorry I have not gotten back with you. But oh my gosh, there's so much going on. You know,
Yeah,
a lot of people I have to take care of. So I just, and something very tragic just happened, and
I know. I heard you last night
oh,
what's happening. Gigi, I'm so sorry. I really
oh,
am.
thank you. I appreciate that.
And I think with all this is going on at the wrong time for you as well. It's not a good time for you when you lose a family member, especially like that.
Yeah,
Then this is time you should be spending and trying to like just spend time with your family and being
right.
there. And especially for you, you need to like chill your mind out. So with all this going on, your mind can't relax because all you're thinking about is what's going on the YouTube streets.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
I, you're right. I'm telling you, it just, ooh, girl.
And because Gigi, I would be the same. They start making videos about me and saying that I'm racist. You
No.
know, no, but if they did, you know, I would be the same. I would be so worried about it because
Oh,
that's not me. That's not my nature. It never has
oh,
been.
oh, I know it's not. Oh, honey, no way are you at all.
I used to live in the Philippines I lived in the Philippines for half of my life. You
Uh,
know, my stepmom, she's Filipino, and my wee sister, Alexandra, she's lovely. She's Filipino too, and she came here when she was 6. Now she's over here, and she's leaving high school now and going to college to do university.
that's awesome. But, and my heritage, my mother's part, I can't remember how much percentage is Osage Indian, and
Yeah.
on my father's side is Creole.
Mhm.
So I truly, I mean, of course, I look, very European or French or whatever you want to call it. I just don't, I just don't understand. But, it's not for me to understand. I know my heart. God knows my heart. And
That's what I'm trying to say, Gigi. You know yourself. You know your heart. You're like me. That's how I've really bonded towards you because you're like me.
uh huh.
You're you're so like me in so many ways, and that's how I've clicked with you for so long.
I have never met, I can't wait until, hopefully, soon we fly again because, honey, if you are up to it, I will fly straight to your house. I would love to spend time with you.
I'd love to meet you. You know, I would love to
Uh,
meet you. I've said that so many times.
okay, I'm sorry, my phone was ringing. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I said I would love to meet you. I've said it so many times, and you're more than welcome to come here. Definitely.
Oh, thank you so much. And
Oh,
trust
it's okay.
me, when and if we can go, fly and the borders are open or whatever you want to call them, honey, I'm coming.
Yeah.
I'm coming and I'm going to Botswana to see my auntie. Period.
Yeah, definitely.
Which I hate that flight worse than, going to Britain or the UK because the Africa flight is it's horrible.
To fly to the Philippines, it took us 18 hours on a flight, so we had to get 2 flights, and all in all, it was 18 hours.
Oh, oh my gosh, it's miserable to be on a plane that long, especially when you get car sick and I have to start medicating myself with compazine 3 days before I fly.
I'm the same. My nerves to me, and I start feeling sick.
It's awful. Oh. And it's like, I want to put a partition up so no one can see me, do my little thing in the little bag.
Yeah.
It's awful. It's horrible.
Because you don't like people seeing you taking pills, because you just don't like it.
What? Excuse me. Getting off the topic. What time is it there, so I can write it down because I never.
It's 5 p.m.
Okay. All right. I used to know the time difference, but I guess this old brain of mine it has lapsed. Has lapsed. Okay.
What
I want to
time
make.
is it
It's 11 o'clock. So we're 6 hours. It's 11 a.m. So Central Standard Time. I don't know if So we're what, 6 hours apart?
there? Yeah, hours. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now I know. Now, if I remember that, that's gonna be I need a medal for that if I remember.
Sometimes, like, because of the time difference, that's why I'm not here all the time as well. But to be fair, I only came back to YouTube the other day because, see, when you're trying to recover, I've been trying to recover from this virus, and it's been so hard, and I have a lot in my mind. So, see, when I watch YouTube, I start. You want to catch up, and you want to watch everybody's videos. And see, when I came back and I was starting to watch all the videos, I got a major migraine.
Oh.
I did, and it's crazy because there is so much going on.
Yes.
I really don't. I don't feel offended about people that that are getting upset by likes of Diving and Jason. But you're not like that. You've never been in that much trouble on here. You've never offended a lot of people. You've always been close to Tracy, sorry. You've always been close with her. And when you're supporting somebody, you fight their battles for them. That's just what you do. And I just don't think it should be part of that naming, but I respect 5Abe's opinion.
See, I like so many people. I like Tracy. Tons of people do not like Tracy. I forever loved Fi.
Yeah, I know.
And I stuck with her when she and Tracy got into it. And then something behind the scenes that I will never tell happened, and I just turned sour against Vi. Uh, should I do that? No, to be honest. I love Tatiana. I mean, there's so many people that I know that Tracy does not like or Fi does not care for or like that I do. And I feel that it's uh, inappropriate for you to hold that, not you, but people hold that against me. That's crazy. You should be able to go wherever you want to go, period. So it's just the game, and I guess you have to play it. Yet I'm not playing it very well.
You know that I love you, so I will
I'm
always
sorry,
support you.
my computer glitched. What'd you say?
I'm saying that you know I love you and I'll always support you. So
Oh,
that will never change. You'll always have my support.
thank you, babe. And the same goes for you.
Yeah,
Always,
yeah.
always, always. And I appreciate you being there for me. And I know it must be difficult for you being a mod when, I feel a certain way now about someone and you not liking someone. I never want to put you in a situation where it's uncomfortable. Do you
It's not.
understand what?
Yeah, I totally understand what you're saying and I get it as a but like I've always stated in chat that I support Phi Babe and you've
Right.
always known that and
Sure.
you've never had an issue with me putting that in the chat. You've never
No.
argued with me to change my mind, and I respect that of you, so I support you. It can get a bit uncomfortable because it does get it does get on your mind, especially when people are coming for you and all of the sector seems to be coming for you now. But it's not uncomfortable to the fact that I'm going to leave or never support you. I will always stay.
Uh-huh. Thank you, babe. And listen, email me and let me know how you feel about the mod situation. And
I
I
will.
should
I
have
will.
said that publicly. But let's talk through email about that situation because D Dot and Keisha, I don't think Keisha has a problem. I hope D Dot doesn't, but I'm concerned about you. So you just let me know, baby, because I want you here. But if, you know, I just want to know how you feel. That's what matters.
Okay, hon. I will.
Okay, baby.
Right, I'm gonna go, but I love you so much, and you try and take
I
care.
love you, sweetie. Thank you for coming on.
No problem. It was nice to talk to you.
You take good care of yourself, baby.
I will, hon. I promise.
Okay. Bye bye.
Okay.
God bless.
Bye. You too,
Bye.
hon. Be
Okay.
blessed. Bye.
Hey, that was so exciting. My girl. I'm not gonna say girl.
will not, after that, I will not say that again. Okay, let's go back to the notes really quick. Uh, let me help, Betty, Betty, Betty. Let's see. What? Okay, see, I don't know Calvin. No, I'm not gonna talk about Calvin, but I know now I think the article of oh, yeah. Um, you know, oh, I'll watch. I don't know. You know, a lot. Penny, Penny. I do not know it about. Way, way back, in this part, Crystal or Christine, maybe I thought, I'm not sure. So, Crystal, I don't know. I don't want to put something else about someone that is correct. Spoke about, I am so sorry, I never got, you know, you can't hear me? English? Meg, can you hear me now? Y'all hear me? Y'all hold on just a second, please. Okay. One Yes, I went on mute to go get my headphones. How does this sound? How does this sound, guys? Okay, this is with my headphones. This is with my headphones. This is without. Which sounds better? Okay, okay. I wait. You can hear me? Hold on a minute. Betty, can you hear me? Hello, hello. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, you guys, I'm sorry. Well, shoot. Okay. Well, I don't want to make it excuse me, for you guys. I will work on myself and ooh, I will schedule another one. I just have a few more notes and just go from there. So you all have a blessed day. May your cup runneth over, and I will see y'all soon. Thank you so much. Miss you for coming on, and my precious, precious English daughter. Thank you. See y'all.